Today I'm working on my 2005 Silverado. It's got the infamous rust. This rust is all under flares, so you can't see it, so that I don't need to order a bedside to replace this, but we do want to replace the metal, get the lip in there, and get that structure back, give somewhere for that flare to mount. On this truck I've already replaced the rockers and cab corners. I've got photos and no videos, but we can show that. So this rust goes down here pretty far. The inner fender stops about here though, so we're going to cut pretty much all of that out. And need to make it easier to weld from the outside, we need to cut the outer higher than the inner if we can. Not looking too bad. The inner is still a little thin, but I don't want to cut back too much more. I'll just have to be careful when I'm welding. May have to fill in some burn throughs. Next, let's get the lip made in here. I'm going to put the flare back up here and line it up with its lower two mounting holes. I'm going to mark how much rim that I need to make. So I bring the flare over to the workbench, and I've already cut out a piece of 16 gauge steel. I'm using 16 gauge for the lip because I'm not going to make a double lip like the original was. It's 1 1/4 inches, about how wide the original lip was. One problem is it actually has a sweep to it, so you can't just make one piece. So I'm going to end up having to cut it in half and make 2 pieces. So I'll need to cut another piece of 16 gauge because I've got to go from here all the way to here, so one piece isn't even long enough to make that. I have some leftovers from doing the other side already, so get to work. Alright, so I got it all clamped up, got it all fit, took it off, welded it, refit it, and now we're ready to fit it onto the truck. Alright, now it's a little bit long. We have to trim it to fit, but I think it's going to fit pretty well. We'll mount the flare on there just with the lower holes. Looks like that's where it's supposed to be, so. I'm going to tack a brace in there to hold it in place while I take the flare off and finish fitting it. Now I need to start filling this in. I just grab the scraps from doing other projects and start finding stuff that'll fit. Alright, so we got pieces all cut, got it filled in for the most part. We're going to test fit. Make sure the flare still fits. Now I weld it in. Alright, so there we go, all ground down. Still good. Test it again. Alright, they look pretty good. Yep. And now we cut the metal to fill the outside. Alright, welding grinding done. Didn't turn out too bad. Let's test it again. Looks pretty good. I think that'll work. Next will be drill the holes. Alright, the metal has been replaced now, so now we need to do something to protect it. I like to use this Eastwood internal frame coating. It comes with this 24-inch extension hose. It comes up tightly coiled though and hard to use, so I like to take a heat gun and lightly heat it and get it as straight as I can so it's easier to maneuver. I also take and make a Sharpie mark towards the end so that as I'm spraying and pulling it back out of the hole, I know right before it comes out so I don't spray myself in the face. Also, I drilled a hole in here in the fender so that I can spray the insides. I'll go back with seam sealer and seal the hole in all of the welds on the insides of the fenders when I'm done. The last step in the repair was to treat the metal to prevent corrosion in the future. I sprayed the inside with Eastwood internal frame coating, and I coated the outside and all of the bare metal with Por 15. Por 15 is a rust preventative. Just a tip is to put your Por 15 into a quart container. If you get Por 15 on the lip of this can, pouring it out and put the lid back on, you will not get it open again without destroying the can. So I keep it in a glass jar, out of the sun because it is UV sensitive. Another tip is to get a scoop, to scoop it out so it's not running down the side of the jar every time you need to add some to your cup. Get you a cup and use it every time. You don't want to use out of the primary container. I buy these cheap chip brushes from Harbor Freight or Lowe's, and they work really well to apply it. So now that the repair is complete, I could put the flare back on, and you would never know that there was rust underneath that flare. I have some other work that I need to do on the truck, so I'm going to leave the flare off for now. Thanks for watching.